So in today's video, I'm going to go over step by step how you can set up your very first LinkedIn campaign completely for free in less than 12 minutes. So you don't need to actually buy any software for this. You can either use the free versions or the free trials, and you'll be able to set this up really quickly by following this guide. LinkedIn is now a much more popular tool by agencies, coaches, and consultants because cold email is becoming harder and harder. Yes, it's still possible to make it work and you can still get great results, but for the everyday person running their business, LinkedIn is a much more effective system to use. And I'm going to be showing you how you can obviously set up this campaign for free. So tools that you'll actually need to make this happen: you'll need a LinkedIn account. Of course, you won't be able to do LinkedIn outreach without an account. We'll need a Dripify.io free trial. I'm going to show you how you can set this up. You're also going to want a free Clay account. I've got links for everything below, so set up your Dripify, set up your Clay with the links below. And for Clay, you'll get 3,000 free credits if you use my affiliate link below. So setting up Dripify, this is how we're going to do it. So if we just go to Dripify.io, then what we can see is that you can start a free trial, right? Now all you need to do is put in your name, put in your first name, last name, put in your email, and then put in a password that you want to create. Once you put all of that in, press sign up and it will send an email to the email that you've put in. Go ahead to your email and obviously confirm your email address. So your email looks something like this. If you just click that link, you'll verify your account and it will take you to this page. So now you basically want to put in your LinkedIn login. This is your password and your email for LinkedIn. So then click login and it will hook it up to Dripify. So once you have your Dripify set up, the first thing you'll need to do is actually build your list. So it's crucial that we have a list of contacts that we can actually reach out to using our LinkedIn account and using this automation. There's two main ways that we can create this list. We can either do it using a LinkedIn search. So you can see that if I put in search results, then I could build a list of contacts that I can then import into Dripify just with the URL. So let's say, for example, I want to go for people and I want to add some filters. So let's say I just want to go for people in the UAE, and let's just say I want to go for people in the staffing and recruiting industry who are a CEO. Okay, I can put all of this in and that will give me a good list of 315 people who are all CEOs of staffing and recruiting companies in the UAE. What I can then do is take this URL and put that back into Dripify. Now that's the first way to build the list. That's obviously the quickest and most simple. However, there's a much better way to actually build most lists, and this is going to be using Clay. So if you go ahead into your Clay account, once you set up your Clay account, it might look something like this, and you can go ahead and create a new table. What we want to do for this table is find people. So we put in find people, and then we can make a much more targeted bespoke list. Instead of just going after CEOs and staffing and recruiting companies, we can add way more attributes. So we can start adding companies of a certain size. So let's just say we want to work with companies between 11 and 200 in size, we can select that. Let's say we still want the staffing and recruiting industry. I can select that, no problem. Let's say I also want to go for founders, owners/founders, maybe vice presidents also. And then I want to go with CEO. You can also target people with a certain level of experience. Maybe they need to have a minimum of 12 months in their current role. Let's put that in. You can also look for keywords in their bio. Of course, once again, location. Let's put United Arab Emirates. You can just go into way more detail this way. And the best part is you don't even need the paid account to actually get these LinkedIn profiles. So all you need to do is press preview people and it'll build a list of those specific people based on your criteria. So you can see I've got these here. All I'd need to do from there is import this into a new table. Just continue for free. I don't need to do any enrichment. And what you'll notice is that it's already pulled their LinkedIn URL. So this is a bit like a cheat code, I guess. You don't actually need to use any credits at all through Clay to get the LinkedIn profiles. You can see they're right here. So all you need to do from here to actually get it into Dripify is literally just press actions, export, and download as a CSV file. Of course, if you want to go into a bit more detail within the table itself, you can delete certain rows, you can change things around, you can enrich it a little bit, but this is the most simplistic way to do it. Just build that targeted list based off your criteria, put it into this Clay table, and then export as a CSV file. So now we've got those lists, we can go ahead back into Dripify and set up these campaigns. So in order to set up your campaign on Dripify, what you want to do is basically just go to this bit up here that says new campaign, and we're going to want to add the leads. So let's add those leads that we just basically downloaded from Clay, or obviously the LinkedIn search URL. If you want to use the LinkedIn search URL, you can just pop that here, that's no problem. Or if you want to upload the CSV, you can also press here. For this example, I'm just going to upload that CSV file so you can see it's got those 23 contacts that we managed to pull from Clay. Now, what I'm going to do is click create list, go to next. Now part 2 is creating this sequence. So Dripify has some pre-made sequences that you can use. It's got one for lead generation, it's got one for endorsing skills, it's got one for extra profile views, but what we recommend is a custom campaign. The reason being, if you go to one of these lead generation campaigns, you can see it just sends an invite and then messages people at a certain rate. However, you can actually squeeze way more out of LinkedIn than you think if you do it in a different way. So if I go back to templates, and we create a custom campaign. The way that we can get even more from LinkedIn is firstly by adding another step and seeing if someone has an open profile. So if they have an open profile, it means we can send emails to them without using credits. So if they do have an open profile, then we can go to InMail and obviously put our message in here. If they don't, then we can send an invite. That's the best way to do it in 2024 and 2025. Instead of just sending an invite, you can get way more out of LinkedIn by seeing if they have an open profile and then sending an email instead. So this is how I'd typically set it up. If they respond to the email, great, let's end that. If they don't, then let's send them an invite. If they respond to that and accept that, great, let's send them a message. If they don't, let's end that, no problem. If they, let's remove that. If they do accept our invite, once again, let's send them a message. And if they don't, then we can end it there. Obviously, you can add follow-ups as well by just adding more messages after they've accepted the invite. But as a basic foundation, this is what you'd want your campaign to be built off. Seeing if someone's got an open profile. If they do, email them. If they don't, send an invite. If they don't reply to your email, then we can also send them an invite. So we can get all of these people. This is going to be the most optimal way to do it. So that's actually how I set up our campaigns, and that's how we see success with them. Now, once you've set up campaigns, the last thing you need to do is write your script. So when it comes down to writing scripts, there's 3 key points that you need to tick off, right? You need to make sure they're short because everyone's getting tons of long messages. No one has time to read them. So make it short. Showcase a good offer. And if you're not sure how to do this, I actually have an 80-minute masterclass on my YouTube channel that you can find where I break down exactly how we do this, literally step by step, give you even scripts to use, etc. So you can see success with this. But basically a good offer means appealing to cold audiences. Why would someone want to work with you? So you need to give them the outcome they're going to achieve in terms of numbers, tangible numbers, whether it's ROI or something like that. And then of course, the last thing is back it with proof. Explain how you've been able to help similar companies to them before. Now, if you put all of this into a message, likely you'll see some success. So if we go to here, this is how I would create a script. For an email, obviously you need to have a subject line. Let's just put a new opportunity, okay, for example. And then the message could be, hey, name, saw your posts come up on my feed, loving what you're doing. Of course, this would only make sense for people that are actually posting stuff, so you can actually do that by seeing who's active on LinkedIn using Sales Navigator. But just for example, you could say, saw your posts come up on my feed, loving what you're doing. So this is something I've just created off the top of my head, but it could be a type of message you might want to go with, right? So it'd basically be, hey name, saw your post come up on my feed, loving what you're doing, thought I'd reach out as we help lead gen agencies sign 10 to 15 high ticket retainer clients each month without having to blast even more cold emails. We've helped agencies like Acquired scale from $10,000 to $100,000 a month. Would this be worth a chat? So build some intrigue. If you send enough of these messages to the right people, you'll definitely get some interest and book some calls. Now all you need to do is save, and then you can put this message into this message as well, and then just continue to add follow-ups how you wish. Just bumping this up, just wondering if you saw this, maybe send a video testimonial or case study. But that's basically the framework and how you write your script. So all of that can be done for free, completely for free, and that's how you launch your first LinkedIn campaign. So I hope this video has been useful. Click those links in the descriptions to sign up for the softwares. And if you want one-to-one help building campaigns like this to guarantee that you actually sign clients, I'm opening up a few one-to-one personal mentorship slots where I'll go through with you your agency and your business and how you can do this to guarantee success. So if that's of interest, book a call. If not, no worries, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.